Shabbat Shalom, Kol Halal, Yahweh Shem Shai Bahashim HaKal Kodash, double honor to the elder apostles and other bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful tabernacle of David, the Aquath that are listening, learning, being a pillar of rest, 144,000 and one third, the hopeful elect of Israel. I am the brother slash elder. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to you all. This is the World War III Daily Update. And I'm going to make this real quick. Let's get this. Let's get 13. 1330. Right? 29. Yep. Second Ezra 13:29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. Okay? So there's not a whole lot of anything else going on but a whole bunch of war. Not war being over. Okay? So we're going to let Doug here. This is streaming right now. Let's just pick it up right there. Take it away, Dougie McGregor, Dougie Fresh there. I'm not quite sure who the moderator is, but take it.
It was all behind this nonsense. I think people other than President Trump have completely abandoned that because that's the focus now on the Middle East and the focus on Iran. But I wish he'd be more decisive one way or the other, but he's reactive. And he's reacting to things. And he's saying things on his trip to this Europe or this NATO conference that he hopes is going to hold together NATO. Well, that's kind of surprising because some time ago he concluded that NATO was something that should be Europeanized, that should no longer include us. Now he's trying to sell American military equipment and technology to the Europeans. And he's pushing NATO as the solution. And that's kind of interesting, isn't it? It's a big turnaround, but you've got to listen to him, not just now, but over the last 8 years to appreciate just how out of whack all of this is.
I think that's just him being a businessman, isn't it?
Could be, but international relations is very different. And you cannot misrepresent yourself and lie about things. I mean, that's very, very dangerous in international relations.
Well, then it's over. Because these dudes did everything, and they're just getting started.
Remember, we lied to the Iranians. We helped the Israelis with their deception plan. Yeah. There was no intention on our part to reach any agreement with the Iranians to include any enrichment at all.
Zero credibility is at hand here.
And Witkoff has made that very clear. And he was part of the game of reeling in the Iranians, convincing them that there was something here when there wasn't. Nobody is going to believe us.
I have to say this one more time. Esau has zero. He has negative zero credibility.
More. They won't. And telling people things that are patently absurd and untrue, things the Russians know are not true, that the Chinese know are not true, it's not going to help us.
Zero.
It's not going to help us with the tariff mess. We're still involved in the tariff mess. We've done enormous damage to ourselves there, not because he couldn't have targeted the tariffs appropriately, but because of this universal application and then the failure to talk to the Chinese as human beings. We have no humility. This is the other issue. We're in a lot of trouble here at home with our
all hubris, no humor. All hubris, no humility.
The fragility of our sovereign national debt. The bond market could blow up any minute. We could go on. And the point is, under those circumstances, a little bit of humility would be good.
A little bit of humility. What has this got to do with World War? Well, that would be a general or colonel. That's a fucking colonel. Full bird. my nigga. Let's read this. What has this got to do with World War III? Colonel Douglas McGregor says Iran and Israel war is not over. Keep talking, baby.
We don't have it in our vocabulary. It doesn't exist.
Not now. Doug, with the reputation that we have, or the lack of reputation, it's so damaged now. I mean, it's not going to be changing.
Zero credibility. How do you negotiate? See, war is about making negotiations too. You got to have diplomacy. When you have zero credibility, right? Like the Iranians say, yeah, we agreed to the ceasefire. We agree as much as you motherfuckers did. Meaning we don't agree at all.
Anytime soon. Certainly not while Trump's in office. He's not going to turn that around.
Yeah, it's going to take years to recover, if ever.
If ever.
And I think
no, you have been outed, right? The mask is completely off. You are the father of lies. And what does that connect you to? If you're the father of lies, right? What does that connect? It connects you to murder.
I think there are people in the administration who understand that, but they're not in a position to influence anything. And then look at Israel. You know, my objection to what the Israelis were doing at the very beginning, and I said this to the friends I had there. I said, I don't see anything good coming out of this. I think this will ultimately be catastrophic for Israel. I think it's catastrophic for Israel.
Doug, I'm sorry. Go right ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it just doesn't make sense. If you're fighting for something, do you put at risk everything you have to win the fight? And that's what Israel's done.
Yeah, I've heard you say that you believe that Israel's in tremendous trouble, and that the whole region hates Israel, and that's the position that they now see themselves in.
Yeah, I think the problem in the region for Israel is virtually everyone in the region has concluded that they cannot coexist with Israel.
I'm just going to stop it right there. Now let's read this again. Iran-Israel war is not over. Good job, Doug. Let me give you the Willie D. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Second Ezra 13 and 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. All right. This war is not over. With that, we hope the elector edified you. Brothers and few sisters, Shabbat Shalom.